Hello world, it's Kurtis Potter with Boundless Inspiration. Just coming to you this morning to do a video on Nike. It is, it's been the clothing brand that I've worn for a long time now. And I just wanted to explain why. It's just that just do it mentality, right? There were so many times where I was just like, I didn't want to do it. Making excuses. Like, I don't have to do it because of this or that, right? And I started wearing Nike because I wanted that, them words of affirmation that we use. And just, anytime I saw the swoop, it's like, just do it. Right? So it's Saturday. I believe it's around 5:30 right now. I don't even have my watch on me or I prove it. But I set my alarm for 4 a.m. every single day, Saturdays and Sundays. And I'll tell you, I used to make those excuses. I'm not a morning person. Man, I do not like mornings. Even this morning when my alarm's going off at 4 a.m., I'm like, dude, why are you doing this to yourself? Just do it. I'll tell you, I had to switch up my alarm clocks and the sounds that go off. So the first song that goes off at 4 is, I can't remember the exact band or what the actual title of it is. But it's a song that's like, everybody's gonna know your name. Hall of Fame, that's what it is. And see, for me, it's not really about the fact that I'm doing this so everyone knows my name. I start this off with, hello world, because I know that the world is gonna hear my message and see me on stage and all that. I know it's eventually gonna happen. It's not for that. It's not the limelight. See, what it is I grew up with a lot of pain. Went through a lot of years with a lot of pain, didn't know how to get through it, didn't know how to get healing. I may have even known, but I was resisting it. And then I heard a Eric Thomas video, and it was when I was struggling bad. And it pulled me out of the pit. It helped me change the direction of my life. And I knew the effect it had on me. And still yet, Eric Thomas, I've never met him yet. I'm going to. I haven't spoken on stage with him yet. I'm going to one day. But he doesn't even know me, has never heard my story, and doesn't even know the effect he had on my life. And that's the thing is it meant so much to me that it was like, you know what? I've already felt like I've had a calling of speaking. And when something means so much to you and how it helped me save my life. I mean, when I was having suicidal thoughts, it pulled me out of the pit to where I was like, you know what? I've got to fight. I've got to fight for this, and I'm stronger than this. I'm not going to let the devil take over my mind and me lose my life. That would be a shame. So I said, you know what, Kurtis? Just do it. Just get up. Sometimes it had to be just get through this minute. Just get through this hour. Just get through this day. Just get through this week. Just get through this month. Just get through this year. Just get through this situation. Just get through this pain. Just get through this struggle. I started to shift my words where it's just a transition. It's no longer a burden. It's a blessing. Just get through it. Just do it. Snooze. Come on, Kurtis. Just get up. Just do it. See, I even started setting my alarm clock in the other room in the kitchen, right next to the coffee pot. Sometimes you just need a little caffeine inspiration to do it, right? But you got to be intentional. Like the series I just did, it's all about intentionality. So I programmed my coffee pot at 3:30 a.m. and my alarm at 4 a.m. So I had to get up. Because if not, it's going to wake up the whole house. So I go in there, and then as soon as I get my phone to turn off my alarm, I'm like, that smell. All right, you know what? I'm one of those, I used to be a ton of sugar and a ton of creamer, but now I've cut out the sugar and it's just a creamer, but it's probably about this much in my cup. My wife calls it that white chick coffee, that Starbucks coffee. And so I pour that creamer in there, and that cools it down to where it's not going to burn my mouth. And some mornings, I just chugged it as fast as I could so I wouldn't go back in there. Even if some days I chugged it and I was like, oh, I'm still going into bed. Making that excuse, right? I'm tired. But that caffeine be getting my heart. So I'll be laying in bed like, well, I tried to lay in bed, but I'm not going back to sleep. I just had to do it. Kurtis, just get up and do it. Wanting to resist going to counseling. But I knew I needed it. My pride and ego was trying to stop me. Finally, I said, Kurtis, just do it. What's the pros and cons to going to counseling? The pros, it's gonna change your life. A con, I'm gonna have to have somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong. Pro, it's gonna affect my children's life. A con, I'm gonna have an accountability partner that ain't gonna let me be sly, be that salesman. A pro, it's gonna affect my marriage. A con, it's gonna cost me a little bit of money. The pro, it's going to save me a bunch of money in the long run because it's going to help me not make those same dumb mistakes. The con, I want to take some of my time. Pro, it's an investment into all the time into your future. Con, have you ever done that before? Write out a list of all the pros and cons to a situation. My marriage, you write a pro and a con to your marriage. That the pros are going to outweigh all the cons. Almost any time you do one of those evaluation sheets, if it's something supposed to be in your life, there's going to be so many more pros, just like counseling. I know a lot of people, even if you're on the highest of high, we all have some flaws. And I guarantee you, if you stepped into counseling and they just start talking to you, they're eventually going to find out one of those flaws. And even if you're a millionaire, everything's going great for you in life, but subconsciously you know that there's something in that closet they can help you get through. Next thing you know, your life is even more amazing. It's phenomenal. Just do it. Go to some workshops. Go to some seminars, read a book, 20 minutes a day. Just do it. Instead of calling into work, making excuses, just do it. Instead of spending a little bit of time cleaning up after yourself, you know what? That's one thing that I've been really just holding myself accountable, right? My wife and I, we tell our kids, clean up after yourself. When you're done with that toy, put it up before you get out another toy, right? But then I realized, I was like, how many things do I start and not finish? How many times do I just set down my coat on the chair instead of the dang coat rack that's right by the front door? I'm like, what? Man, I'm being a hypocrite. So this last 21 days, I've just been focusing on, if I start the laundry, finish it. If I start the dishes, finish it. If I'm done with my plate at dinner, clean it up. All the fixings right after dinner. Clean everything up immediately instead of allowing just even one thing, a ketchup bottle or something sitting out of place. Be in order. Being a good steward of you in your life. Just do it. Looking yourself in the mirror. Just do it. It's so easy to make excuses. It's so easy to point that finger and say, you need to just do it, right? Part of this video, I'm telling you to just do it, but I'm telling myself too. I'm speaking about myself because I'm just coming from a place of understanding because it was stuff that I struggled with. You know what? You may be OCD and just be attention to detail, and it may not be like about clutter, about anger, about snapping on people or whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is, you know what it is. Where you're telling yourself, just do it. It may be going after that business that you wanted to start. Take that first step. It may be after writing that book that you know that you've got to write. Write down that first page. I took a book writing class, and they said, every single time you think about writing, just write. Even if it's only 10 minutes. Even if it's only one paragraph, even if it's only one sentence, just do it. Because see, you can go back and you can edit a bunch of stuff, but you can't edit a blank page. So just do it. What I personally do is I email myself, because we always have these phones in our pocket. So what I do is I email myself, and on the subject line, it's the title of one of the books I've got 2 books that I'm working on right now. So as stuff comes to me and I'm like, oh, that's got to be in my book, I just hurry up and I go into my email, type out some stuff, hit send, and I just keep replying to that same email. And then when I actually have like an hour to set aside, I'll go on my laptop and go into that email and start putting it all together in different chapters. I've got them all outlined, and then I just keep replying to that email so it can't be erased. I learned this lesson because I had it all on my phone, and it wasn't backed up by my iCloud because I wasn't about to upgrade my storage. Well, then I broke my phone and I lost almost the whole book. I was like 85% done and lost it all. Everything happens for a reason. So it was just God telling me, hey, you know what? You're going down the wrong path. You know what? Let's be a little bit more intentional about what you're putting in your book and methodical. And if you're going to write the book and take the time to write a book, then make it to where you're trying to affect and change everybody's lives that read it. Don't just half-ass it. Just do it right. Do it from the heart, not your emotions. Yeah, there's going to be some emotional stuff in there, but do it from your heart to change people, to help people grow, to become boundless, since that's the book's about. What is it that you know inside your heart that you've got to do? It may be running for the president. Is that going to be easy? No. A lot of this stuff that we're all trying to do, is it going to be easy? No. Getting help, is it easy? No. Change, they say, is one of the hardest things to do is walk into change. That first day of walking into the gym, walking into counseling, that first day that you're going to buy that book, going into Half Price Books or a bookstore, that first day of opening the book and taking that first step. It's always the first step. AA, NA, SA, all them addict classes, that first one. But I'll tell you, I went into some addict classes, and actually the first time I went into a NA class, I went to support a buddy. And you know what? I went in there with him, and I was listening to all the testimonies. And, you know, part of it I was going for myself as well. I mean, at this point in my life, I was just smoking weed, not doing all that other dumb stuff I had done previous in my life. So I didn't really feel like I needed to be in a Narcotics Anonymous class. But I went in there and I saw this brotherhood, and I saw all these people together, standing together to grow. And man, it was a beautiful community. And I mean, I listened to everything, and they welcomed me in with open arms, and they're like, we're here for you. If you ever need anyone, just reach out to us. Here's a list of numbers. And I was like, man, this is a beautiful thing. Taking that first step in there, it wasn't that hard because I really felt like I was going in there more to help a buddy. So it was actually easy because I was like, man, you deserve this, dude. And I'm going to go in there and stand with you and celebrate you that you're going into this class. That first step sometimes can be hard. Chances are it's going to be really hard. I mean, imagine if you're going to go be an astronaut or the president or a Navy SEAL or a business owner. The first step's not only going to be hard, but there's going to be a lot of hard steps on the way. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to get beat down. You're going to get doubted. You're going to get hated on. You're going to get resented. Just do it anyways. If it's in your heart, just do it. Because I'll tell you, man, there has been some hard days in my life. I mean, look at these wrinkles on this forehead and this gray hair and this chin. I'm 35. Yeah, some of it came because I put my body through some bull crap, but also it came from some of the stresses. There's going to be stresses, but I'll tell you what, there still is. But that's what made these shoulders strong. Going through all those life lessons, that's what made it mean more. So when I get to a point where I'm finally like, man, I have made it. Like there's going to be a point where there's like it's already to a point where there's no turning back for me, especially when it comes to my speaking. But there'll be a time where like I'll reap the rewards financially to where I'll have those amazing things in life. Like my buddy, he's a little bit ahead of me. He's a little bit older than me. I think he's about to hit 40. But he was at the Baja race in New Mexico. Or Mexico, I don't remember which one he said. But that was something that years ago, he finally said, you know what, just do it. Go after it. And now he's just knocking stuff off the bucket list. For a long time, I had this bucket list of all these amazing things I want to do and these amazing things that I wanted to see in life. But I was just living life. I wasn't being intentional with my life. I wasn't getting the help I needed. Counseling on finances. Like, why? I was resistant. Like, no, I do what I want, when I want with my money. But then my money was actually controlling me. See, I was saying that because of my pride and ego. All the things that I was like, nope, I'm not getting help for. Those were actually my master. And I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And if you know that feeling of like right now you're sick and tired, but you're just like kind of like, it sucks. You've got to get so sick and tired to where you're like, you know what? Just do it. Stop being a victim. Stop making excuses. Just do it. Get through it. Push through it. Take that first step. I promise you it'll be so rewarding. Again, it's going to be hard at first. You can go into that class, that seminar. You might get mad. Then go back. Just do it. Go back a second time. Go back a third time. Challenge yourself. I know you've all saw those memes. 6 months of hard work and dedication can set you ahead 5 years in life. And one of the reasons why I set my alarm at 4 a.m. is because I saw this other meme, or somebody had put on a post that if you set your alarm, I think it said actually at 5 a.m., but most others set theirs for 7 a.m. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That's 2 extra hours a day. That's 14 extra hours a week. I think it was it's something like an extra, I don't remember the exact quote. You could look it up compared to because I set my alarm at 4. So that's actually like 3 to 4 hours before most people set their alarms. I mean, you're setting yourself up for like years extra of time where you can get knowledge and gym time or whatever you do. For me, it's time with God. You're just setting yourself up for so much more time in your life. We only get one life. And yes, I focus on getting enough sleep. So now I'm like knocked out by 10. So I'm still getting 6. I try to average 7 hours of sleep a night so my body and my mind can recharge. That's an investment that I had to say, just do it, because I'd normally be like, at 4 hours, then chug an energy drink and put my body through the stuff that gives me the wrinkles and the the gray hair, and it was killing me. So now I'm being more intentional about it. And I'll tell you, it's not easy. Yesterday, a guy I was working with was like, man, can I buy you lunch? I was like, no, buddy, I brought my lunch. No. And he's like, man, I just want to, dude. You've helped me out a ton. Okay, let me buy you lunch. And I was like, all right, man, I learned not to block blessings when people are trying to bless you. I used to always be like, no. I wouldn't even take gum. I grew up where I had to earn everything. I was a salesman at 4 and 5 years old because I had to purchase everything for myself. So I got to where even you offer me gum, I'd be like, no. And there was times where I realized, I was like, man, I really wanted that piece of gum. I don't know why I said no. I just did. But I was like, just do it. Just allow them to bless you. So yesterday, he bought me lunch, and it was Subway, and the sandwich, I got the steak, egg, and cheese, all healthy, everything, spinach and pepper and all that kind of good stuff that's good for you. And I was looking over at those potato chips, and I was like, man, you know what? I've been on this diet. I'm going to eat that small bag of potato chips. I'm going to reward myself. Sometimes you gotta have your cheat meals or just some kind of cheat substance so I don't fail. Because if I just healthy all the time, I'm a robot, I'm gonna end up failing. I've done it before. I've seen it before. So sometimes just celebrate you taking that first step. Just celebrate that you've been just doing it. Celebrate and reward yourself so you keep going. You keep fighting through it. You keep pushing through it. I know you can. If you're still listening to this video, I know you can do anything that you want to. Are you sick and tired of making excuses? Just do it. Are you sick and tired of procrastinating? Well, just do it. I saw this video where a lady, I think she said it was I don't know the book exactly. It's like 5-second rule. Anytime she is saying, I don't want to do this, making excuses, she counts back from 5 and says, do it or go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And she'll just go, just like at a race. Count down, bam, the gun goes off and they just run. So one of the biggest things she was struggling to do was get out of bed in the morning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So maybe try that, and that'll help you just do it. When you're not wanting to get out of bed, when you're not wanting to start that book writing, just whatever it is that you're trying to do. I know you have faith. Use these tools that I keep giving you, that I've learned, that's helped me. Right after this video, I'm gonna go back and do some more workouts. I think it's probably at this point close to 6 a.m. on a Saturday. Just do it, folks. You got it inside you. And there's plenty of leaders that have shown you how to do whatever you're trying to do. I mean, I don't even know what else can be done at this point in life that someone else hasn't already done. For instance, even if you're inventing something new, there's been inventors out there. You can do it. Other people have done it. It's proven. You can do it. No matter your age, no matter your race, no matter your struggles. You could have a learning disability. I follow this brand. It's called Crazy Socks, I think. And it all stemmed from a mentally handicapped kid that just loved Crazy Socks. And now it's one of the most successful clothing lines on this planet. So what's your excuse? Again, I saw that Spartan race. The guy literally has no legs. They're chopped off, right underneath his groin, his butt. 0 legs, and he did a Spartan race. He's using his hands the whole time. Climbing up things. It's an amazing story. Google it. Get on YouTube and to research it. What's your excuses? Destroy excuses. Say, just do it. We can all do this together. If you know somebody needs to hear this, maybe you needed to hear it and you want other people to see it, like, share, comment, send in somebody's DM, challenge somebody to do it with you. If you got a good friend and you both been resisting something, say, hey, buddy, let's become the best versions of ourselves together. I'm going after this goal. What goal do you have? I know you got a goal that we got to go together. We got to just do, and we'll do it together. We'll lift each other up. We'll be accountabilities together. What is it? Let's do it. Just do it. I hope this helped you. I hope it helps somebody in your circle that I may not know. Feel free to send me a DM, but I'll prefer that you leave comments in the comment section so that way other people can see it. Give us a testimony of a time when you just did it and you're reaping the rewards now. Put it in the comments section. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my Kurtis Potter Jr. YouTube channel, Kurtis with a K, my Boundless Inspiration on Facebook. I'm building my other platforms as well, so I'll start putting those links in there. It's all because I said, just do it. I resisted it, but now I'm doing it. And eventually, I'm going to be getting paid crazy money to do it. And if it's something that you love, that you're just struggling to do, know that. Put your heart and soul into it. Just do it, and you're going to get paid big bucks to do it as well. I love you all. I hope you have a great day. Every single day, we're getting just a step closer to being boundless because we chose to just do it.